Hello, Assalamu alaikum everybody. Hope you're all safe, sound, and healthy. And today we're going to talk about just life and things that disturb us. Pet peeves. I've talked about pet peeves even before, I know that, but I'm thinking about listing some of them some more, although I might have listed them before. But it's just that these things are, they call pet peeves for a reason because they just keep hounding you. For example, what I really, really hate is irresponsible people. I hate people who make excuses when they are so obviously wrong. I mean, it's okay when you make a mistake or when you make genuine excuses. That's something else. But like, especially our desis, uh, they have this unique quality to them that the first thing that comes out of their mouth is always a lie, even for the tiniest of things. Is their animal instinct to lie. Uh, and they do it without thinking. So I hate that. I really hate that. I hate people who just lie for anything and everything, and that is their first instinct. I hate people who cut corners. I hate people who look for shortcuts every time because in the long run, the consequences are too high. The damage, the risk is too high for others to pay. I hate selfishness and carelessness, inconsideration for others. Again, these are all things that render prices to be paid by other people. I hate people who do not focus on their work, and I'm not talking about ADHD people. I'm talking about people who just have this problem that they will never uh, they don't the reason they don't really focus on their work is they don't really care. It's as simple as that. um, they will It doesn't matter how many times you tell them to do something, they will never do it, and then you have to always end up doing it. And this attitude that the people have, it's very, very grating. And then what I also hate is the lack of responsibility with youngsters, that they want you to pay for their studies in the most expensive of institutions, but they don't go to their classes regularly. They want you to finance their business, but they don't even know the ABC of how to keep a business standing. They want you to bear losses on their behalf. So I hate this kind of attitude. And I think this is one of the reasons why our society is doomed and why we haven't had any real productivity. But again, this is not just the youngsters. This is again something that's unique to our society, and but you see it more and more in our youngsters now. And then I'm talking about Generation Z, which, as you know, in my previous episodes, I have mentioned that their lack of focus and their attitude and their irresponsible behavior and their lack of discipline. That is, and then moral values. The fact that people have this disdain for moral values nowadays. That is a huge issue because you have to have some principles in life and you have to learn to stick by them. Moral values are integral to humanity and to the survival of humanity. Um, and all these things come into it: consideration for others, responsibility, honesty, kindness, generosity, responsibility, sense of duty, discipline. They all fall into that anyway. So basically, people have no moral values, so no sense of what's right and what's wrong, and it's always me, 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 me first. That narcissism that has taken over people, that is absolutely loathable. And then what I really, really, really hate is how we have to pay more for less every single time, and the quality of things. And we're supposed to just accept it that the quality of things have become so low that they literally break in your hands. You pay lakhs and lakhs of rupees for something, and they don't even bother to use high quality components. For example, if you look at our ACs in Pakistan, the higher ACs made by the higher company, um, if you look at the drainage pipes that come with the ACs, they literally disintegrate. Literally, they disintegrate. I mean, what kind of plastic are you using for a drainage pipe that you know is going to be outside? You know, so and you're paying lakhs of rupees for these ACs. Similarly, you're paying a lot of money to electricians and to plumbers, and they never do their job properly. They do extremely amateurish work, and you have to pay the price for it. Um, they will, for example, they do not bolt wires in their places, and there's always a trip hazard when they're dealing with wires on the outside. When you know that they're supposed to be put into uh, a PVC pipe and hooked up to the wall at least. So stuff like that. But you have to pay them the earth. You have to pay them whatever they ask for. That's another thing about our people. They think that you need to pay them for all the damage they've caused you. And then coming back to quality, not just of services, but quality of items, food items. I swear, would it kill you to give us a full bag of chips? Seriously? I mean, Pringles is the only one left that's actually literally got 100 crisps in it. Now the problem is that I'm beginning to fear that one day Pringle will also say, "Here we are, the new Pringles, -1, -2, -3." I mean, you never know because up to now Pringles is the only one that has stuck to its 100 pieces a tin. But seriously, with the rest of you people, Lays and everybody else, would it really kill you to give us a full bag of chips? You increase the prices every day, and you increase the volume of air inside your bags every day. And it's literally 10 pieces of chips in a regular bag, okay, sometimes 8. And if it's a big bag, which they always advertise as a big, huge bag, it's literally 15 pieces in that bag. So, what the hell, guys? Seriously? What happened to you get what you pay for? So there's that. So we're constantly paying more for less. Everything is shrinking in quantity, and yet you're paying the earth for it. Similarly, when it comes to uh, the vegetable sellers and fruit sellers, they will always put some rotted vegetable or rotted fruit in your bag, and it, at the end of the day, you would end up with a whole bag full of rotted fruit because obviously if you don't separate it, then at one point everything gets spoiled. So we're always on the lookout for a rotted fruit or a rotted vegetable that we need to separate from the rest. And then similarly, when they give us greens, half the greens are weeds, and you're like, what the hell? If you look at the mint we grow at home and if you look at the mint we bring from the market, it's huge. The difference is huge. And similarly, if you look at the coriander we grow at home and if you look at the coriander we get from the market, it's just unbelievable. So the amount of dishonesty that is steeped into our society, it's on every level. It's in everything and it's on every level, and it's just beyond detestable, really. I mean, what are we giving our future generations? What are we giving them? What were we given, and what are we giving them in return? So yeah, but I mean, seriously, the worst is the bag of chips. I swear, I just want to kill the people who manufacture these chips. I swear, but whether it's Super Crisp or it's Lay's or it's whatever, I don't care which company you're from. I would love to just burn your company down for giving me a bag of literally 8 pieces of chips, out of which at least 3 are broken, by the way. So that's it for now, actually. I've got so many more things, but I've mentioned so many in the previous pet peeves episodes as well. But seriously, so this is me signing out. Bye bye. Khuda Hafiz.